to take simping and sucker shit out of your work. If you're doing spiritual work to bring your lover back, or if you're doing spiritual work to seek revenge out on an enemy, then you got to remove simping and sucker shit out your game plan. See, let me tell you something. See, there's a lot of people out here that don't understand that emotion has no place in spiritual work. The sucker shit, let me tell you something. You're doing work to bring your lover back. Begging and pleading is not the fucking solution. Oh, please, please come back home. Get on your fucking knees. That's that fucking simp sucker shit. And if anything, that's gonna make matters even worse. You have to understand that this game is not for the faint heart. If you know you're the type that can't sit down and not contact your target for at least a month or two, this is not the game for you. If you can't sit down and not send this motherfucker a text message or a fucking call, then this is not the game for you. You have to be an individual that's not with that sucker shit. Jealousy, like Simple P told y'all. He said, jealousy is a cheap cologne. And a real motherfucker can smell that shit from a mile away. You gotta get that simping and sucker shit out your game. See, let me tell you something. The novice, when they enter into this, they do it, but they're still on that sucker shit. How do you expect this shit to work? Sometimes you're crossing your own work by doing that sucker shit. You're calling this person 100 times a day. Instead of just realizing that you're calling this person not calling you keep on calling. Sometimes you even insult them, and now you wonder why the fuck the work that you've done is not working for you. You're still on that sucker lane simping shit. Get that shit out of your fucking blood. Get that shit out of your fucking system. That shit is a curse. See, listen. When you're talking about revenge work, when you pull up to a motherfucking house, there's a couple of things that can happen. Yeah, you can give an ass whooping, or you might get your ass whooped. You might pull up to the wrong motherfucking house and then you end up with a bullet in your motherfucking head. Or you can end up going to fucking jail. And it's depending on the severity, you might end up in prison. And that's where sucker simp shit gets you. You're mad over your girlfriend leaving out with another dude. You're mad over your man being out with another woman. Instead of you sitting the fuck down and having faith in what the fuck you doing, you jump the gun and go do that sucker shit. See, they say revenge is a dish best served cold. You gotta have callous in this motherfucker. You gotta be able to sit back. Go ahead, do what the fuck you gotta do. And just sit. That's all you gotta do. In this game, you have to be a person that understands the value of time. You have to be able to do the time. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Same principle applies to this game here. If you're gonna be doing spiritual work, you gotta be able to do the time. If you can't sit back and just refrain from contacting your target or saying anything to them, this is not the game for you. I gotta constantly repeat this over and over because people still with that sucker lame shit. And I know there's a lot of spirituals that's probably gonna watch my videos and try to mimic my personality and character. No, this swagger, you can't get this from watching my videos. It's something that's gotta be in you and not upon you. Eliminate the sucker shit. Eliminate the whole shit out of your bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing this work, you gotta be a grown man and you gotta be a grown woman. No more of that fickle emotion shit. No more checking running to pull a nigga back from leaving the house. If anything, if you're wise enough, you know it's only a matter of time to that situation that you worked on comes to a conclusion. Anything that happens in between, so what if the motherfucker's out at a luxurious resort with the target? You know what I'm saying? So what? So what if your lover is out at a luxurious resort, even though you've done the work? So what if they take a flight out with, you know what I'm saying, their significant other when you've done the work? It's only a matter of time. Who's to say they go on a resort, they start fighting? You're trying to prevent this motherfucker from the inevitable. What do you think is gonna happen? By you trying to put your hands in the cookie jar, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? You need to let that motherfucker be a free bird. I hope y'all heard that song by Little Skinner, so y'all can get a little motivation, inspiration. Let that motherfucker be a free bird. Let that chick be a free bird. Let the motherfuckers go out and have a luxurious time. Because you know, if you have the experience, and I'm gonna tell you, as someone who has the experience, and for those of you novices that don't have the experience, I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time till that situation becomes a conclusion. Until it becomes a great adventure, a great expedition. Let the motherfuckers go out. Don't try to hold them back. If they say they're gonna leave, don't ask them to stay. Let them leave, because you know they're walking into a fucking Venus flytrap. When you do this work long enough, you got the confidence. When you've done this over and over and over, you already know it's nothing. Motherfuckers can call you up talking about, oh, I don't want to be with you. You know how many people in my past told me they didn't want to be with me, and I put the work on them, and they'll be ended up calling my phone asking, can we go out, can we be friends again, can we start dating again? Listen, get this talking shit out your bloodstream, leave the simple alone. That's all I gotta say for today. I'm out.